25th of August, 2010 here. Okay, we have Thor number 613. Here's the cover I was telling you about, the Avengers number 4, which was very similar to Secret Avengers number 4, where Steve Rogers was putting on the, was it Nova helmet, and it kind of looks like Stark, you know, he's lifting up or putting it on. It's exactly the same pose, and I think they're both pretty good covers though. So Thor, I'm just kind of starting to get into you know, I kind of keep going back and forth on Thor, but yeah, I'm kind of liking Thor stuff after the Siege. American Sun number 44, nice artwork it looks on the cover there, and seems alright on the inside. The story, I don't know, catching me here and there, but not really retaining it very much, so it's not that big of an event to me. Here's one for my wife, Black Widow, number, what are we, 5 here. Marjorie Liu and Daniel Acuna. Marjorie Liu is going to be doing the upcoming X-23, and also helping Daniel Way with Daken as well. One of the last, I think it was issue Dark Wolverine number 89. That one was an awful one, and that was by Way and Marjorie Liu, I believe. That one was awful. So I don't know. This stuff is fairly good. Acuna's artwork, though, I like it for covers. He seems to be, like I say, my preference. I'm never going to say that I hate artwork or something like that unless it's really, really terribly bad, but that it's something that I don't prefer. His art, I prefer it as cover art, or poster, or spreads, right? The work that he does in the panels or whatever, it just doesn't seem to fit as much. I mean, some of the stuff in here looks good, it's fine, but just doesn't seem to suit as much. His style just seems way better for covers to me. The Heroic Age branded Prince of Power number 4 of 4, and kind of Amadeus chose, I think through here he's trying to save Herc. I believe that's what I remember was going on, and something about the apples and whatnot. But funny here, you know, he's got a Game Boy in his hand, and I think which he uses to control quite a few things. But I like this. He has Incredible Herc, or Incredible Hulk, issue number 112, I believe that is. And yeah, World War Hulk after Smash, and issue number 12 is where the Incredible Herc took over the Incredible Hulk title, and then ran for quite a while, and then eventually, you know, big guy here died in a Herc event, and then Incredible Hulk took over the book, I believe. I think that was at 600 he took over. But that was Incredible Herc. I loved reading that series, very good. So I was picking this up, Prince of Power. It's actually been pretty entertaining. Captain America 609. You know, I've been liking the Bucky stuff. The artwork is good. Brubaker's, you know, really good in this Butch Geis, or whatever the name is for the art. The art's been good in this one. The stories, loving Bucky Cap, but it seems not as I don't know, enjoyable or as much of an excitement. It seems Cap's back, and the real Cap, and he's kind of, I'm overexcited now for Steve rather than Bucky. I mean, and I'm reading Bucky, of course, in the Avengers stuff, but yeah, Bucky, I like it. It just seems Steve's coming back, and the stuff that reading with him is kind of overpowering, and sadly Bucky seems to be in Steve's shadow, I think. So yeah, that kind of sucks there. But Bucky Cap stuff has been pretty cool. Deadpool team up again. Why do I order these so much in advance? But $8.90, gotta drop it. I mean, it's not an ongoing thing. It's just all these continuing short stories of Deadpool, and I can't handle them really anymore. I want an ongoing series, and I think I'm going to deal with Deadpool the best in just either Deadpool title, or I think I'm going to really enjoy Deadpool in the Uncanny X-Men series coming up. I think I'll enjoy that. X-Men Legacy 239, very good looking cover here, but I kind of wanted to drop this one too, because ever since the Rogue stuff, it's starting with Rogue, and I think for the most part you could probably do without the X-Men Legacy stuff and just continue the Uncanny X-Men. It's kind of an offshoot, just like X Factor. X Factor, I dropped that one. I went up so many stories and then I kind of dropped it. But Peter David was writing that so well I was kind of enjoying it, except for some of the characters. I didn't enjoy their I don't know, personal life choices. But Peter David wrote the book so very well, and a lot of people really enjoy his work. But it was so far offshoot of other X-Men that I didn't want to get it, because it was an X book, but it was so separate. And that's what I'm feeling with X Legacy. I mean, I know they're there, it's Rogue, they're on the island, some things are going to cross over a little bit, but it still feels too separate from the regular X-Men books. Here's some one-shots. I know I said I wasn't going to try to feed into this too much, the Curse of the Mutant stuff, but I did get some one-shots just to fill me in on the stories more. So Storm and Gambit, one-shot, and Blade, one-shot, Curse of the Mutants. This Curse of the Mutant stuff, it's slightly growing on me. I think I lacked some information when I was reading issue number 1, and the story's growing on me, and I believe one of the reveals in the first book, I guess, was not Dracula as I thought it was, and it's supposed to be the son of Dracula. So I think for me to enjoy reading the new X-Men series more, I think I do have to go back and try to find the Death of Dracula story as well to enjoy it more and be more excited to read Curse of the Mutants. And here we have Dark Wolverine number 90, and yeah, I believe this is the last in its series as well, and then it's going to be leading into, or does lead into, Wolverine issue number 1, Road to Hell, daken Dark Wolverine, which is, I think, next week's book, September 9th, I think. I'm really looking forward to that one. I'm hoping to get one variant, a Del Auto variant. That cover looked actually really good. But this pencils, actually, the upcoming Dark Wolverine by Giuseppe Camuncoli, which is supposed to be friends, I guess, with Francesco Mentina and I can't remember the other fella. Stefano. I can't remember his last name though. But boys from Italy. And if yeah, his pencils seem kind of similar, I think a little more to Stefano's. And if he's got the same kind of attitude and he's friends with them, he's probably just a great guy. And I can just think of how he might be and how that kind of comes out in his artwork. So I'm going to enjoy the artwork for that one. But this particular issue, artwork's good. Who's it by? This Mirko Perfederer, and yeah, that's a hard one to say. But yeah, so good artwork. But this one is better than some of the last, definitely better than the last, and where he's kind of going about and trying to figure out, what he's kind of going to do. I kind of don't like, though, where he's going through and kind of saying how easy would be this to do, how easy to take out this person and all that kind of stuff. I hate it. He's trying to be cocky, the character. I mean, he's always got to try to reassure himself. He's got a lot of power, but he's still not, I think, as good as his dad on how to use that power. Or, he's always he's not confident in himself, so he's always got to try to, step over the line way too much. And so in this one, he's ends up being at the end following Wolverine's girlfriend, which I recall the name now as Melita. And in another book, actually the Wolverine issue #1, Wolverine mentions about how he has this good girl, this girlfriend, and how I was saying before in X-Force, Sex and Violence, that he hooked up with Domino, and I was like, no, bad Wolverine, right? You got a girlfriend. And I knew she was a reporter, but I think the only times that she was really talked about was, I can't remember what it was, an annual or something like that, or is it a Weapon X issue? I can't remember. So I'm wondering now, I don't really see that as Wolverine's kind of style. Of, he says that he's got this really good girl, and he ends up cheating on her with Domino. I just don't really see that as something Wolverine would really do. So I'm wondering, where does the X-Force Sex and Violence story take place, and when did he really hook up with this Melita girl who's a reporter from San Francisco? So yeah, I'm kind of up about that. But if that's what it is, then no bad writing, I think, there to try to make Wolverine seem like he was cheating. Don't like that. What else? So yeah, so in this one, he's kind of following, contemplating what he's going to do next with his life, or how he's going to obtain power and all this kind of stuff. And he's following Melita, and he ends up, I think it's like through a bar or something like that, I can't quite remember, and he brushes up by Melita or whatever, and Logan is there. So it's like, well, how easy it would be for me to take her out. And so this one as well, as it seems, Wolverine Weapon X16 leads into the upcoming series of Daken and X-23 and Wolverine #1. It's all those stories, all these Wolverine titles, different Wolverines and Weapon X people titles seem to all be feeding into the same path. So that's nice to see, some new beginnings out of some of these series. So yeah, there you go. That's that. And look at that. There's that nice Spawn figure over there. I got quite a few figures. Actually, I finally brought them all over. Quite a few that I got. Some that are boxed, but a majority of my figures are not boxed and all kind of stored away now. I wish I kept most of them in boxes. Yeah. So eventually I kind of want to show you guys here and there some figures, but good Spawn figure there. So that's that. That's books for the 25th of August, and coming up next, what do we got? We got September 1st. See you guys.